What's up, everybody? It is your boy Mug the Dude here, and we're back with some Hero Colosseum, and today's video is actually going to be something a little different, guys. I'm going to be building a team around a certain character, and the character I decided to pick was Hit. He's a very interesting character. I know he doesn't have a lot of, his position skill is actually decent, but it's not too overwhelming. He has the plus trigger square for place on a trigger square for plus 500 to own attack repeatable, and attacked opponent's defense drops to 0 until the next turn. Now, the second part's a little iffy considering the character you're attacking might not survive that attack with Hit if he gets a double, because he's just a beast. That plus 500 to own attack, he's getting 7,000 attack before he even attacks the first time. He doesn't have to kill anybody for it either. So, first of all, when I look at a character like Hit, his HP and his attack is fairly good, so you don't have to worry about, buffing his attack. If you wanted to, that's even better, but two things I noticed, by the way. I'm still sick from my last couple of videos, so if I'm, always touching my nose or I'm coughing in my shirt, that is why, by the way. I got a haircut if you didn't notice. It doesn't matter. What am I talking about myself for? We're talking about Hit. So, two things. Defense and speed, guys. His defense is not very good, so you're either going to buff defense, buff somebody's defense, or damage and mitigation. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Buffing defense or damage and mitigation. When I come to a character like Hit, you can use this for any. You can use these types of tips or whatever. I'm not doing a tips and tricks type of video, but you can use this when coming to building any team. So, say you wanted to build a team around, Piccolo or Vegito, right? He basically has no weaknesses. You just need supporting characters to support him. So you could use a Piccolo. You could use someone to buff his damage output. You could use anything. Him, I would mind damage and mitigation and defense, because he doesn't allow, he just doesn't have that. He needs to build that attack and defense up in order to become viable and in order to become better in, the game. So, when I think of Hit, I think of damage and mitigation, defense, and speed. First of all, damage and mitigation. If you really wanted to, you could go with the Whis or the Vados. So, where is she? Where's the Whis? Because I actually plan on using the Whis. Descending. No, what did I do? Rarity descending. So where's the Whis? So the Whis is the first big one, because the Whis allows you not to get hit as hard. But here's the deal. Actually, we're not going to be running Whis. I'm going to talk about something a little different, what I wanted to before. One character you could use on this team that is very underrated now. The tactic is on this team is you could either plan to go first or plan to go second. I actually prefer to plan to go second with this team, because here's the deal, guys. Where's Bay 18 on this team? Bay 18 is a very underrated unit, the Sultry Swimwear. So, you're thinking, Muggs, what are you doing? Why are you putting her on the team? She doesn't have that much speed. She only has 2780 speed. Hold your horses, guys. Here's my plan. So, you build a team around Hit. You put Sultry Swimwear 18 on. I will talk about this in a couple seconds. You put a character on Future Gohan, because when I think of speed, I think of Future Gohan, 100%. He has 6,000 speed. There's nobody with higher speed than him. You cannot beat that type of speed. Second of all, if you want to buff if you want to buff speed or defense, one thing I come to think of defense is, I don't think about buffing his defense. I think about buffing the overall team's defense in terms of allowing Hit to work well within a team, not just allowing his defense to be buffed. So, let's do this. HP descending. The Piccolo, and I know what you're thinking. Muggs, what are you doing? Why are you putting Piccolo in there? You said speed or defense. Well, first of all, when I think of defense, I think of him. When I think of speed, I think of him. She's more of a tactic character. So, this is what I'm thinking first round you would do with a team like this. You would put the Piccolo in, and you'd put the Sultry Swimwear Bay 18 in. Don't do anything else. You simply do that the first round, right? And then allow Piccolo and Sultry Swimmer to take some damage. Piccolo might not get taken out, but you're locking up the characters due to her passive. Plays on a trigger score for plus 500 to own speed, and prevent all opponents from switching places until the next turn once only. Now, guys, that is fairly good, considering you could... Basically, what I'm doing here is baiting the team. My controller is running low, by the way, so if it dies, I'm probably going to have to skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? But bait them. Go this and this. Next turn, bring in the Death Squad. So bring in, this is what I call it, the Death Squad. Bring in Gohan and Hit. After that, you could either run someone with super high speed or super high defense or attack. So what I'm going to do is actually do it as in, let's go Rarity and Descending, because I know where people are according to this. So guys, you could run a Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan One of the characters I was thinking about 100% all the time is the Godku, because the Godku has 4,000 speed. So if you run in the Death Squad of Future Gohan, the Godku, and the Hit, you're going to be about 11,000 speed, because he gets 4,000, 6,000 from the Gohan, and then the 1,000 from a Hit, which is fairly 11,000. Also, what I was thinking was, you put in the Champa. And I know what you're also thinking, guys. Why the fuck would you put in the Champa if you're saying you want speed and defense? One is, if you're baiting them with that team, like this team doesn't have to always be built around speed or defense, considering Hit's big weaknesses are that. You could build it around planning for to go second. You don't always have to go first in terms of the game, guys. You can always plan to go second. I've been beaten by people planning to go second. They counter me with the sultry swimwear. This is such a good figure, and I hate it because I get so mad when someone does this to me because I can't stop it, because you can't change figures, and they just absolutely plow me the second turn or the first turn, right? So guys, here we go. That sounded a little weird. I didn't mean to say plow me. They destroy me that turn. Don't get it twisted. But here we go, guys. You could run honestly, you could run a Vegito with the Death Squad. So you could have 2,000, 6,000 with the Future Gohan, which is about 9,000, 8,000, and then the Hit would come in with about 9,000, 10,000 speed to put it to 9,000, 10,000 speed. Or you could run a Broly with that, 3,000 speed. You'd have about 10,000 speed with a Broly, which is amazing, guys. But it would be all up to you and what figures you have. So one figure I'm thinking everybody might have, considering he's been out for a good bit, is him. Big Bang Vegeta. And Big Bang Vegeta was one of the first characters to come out. He's one of the best characters still. He's such an OG character. And the reason he's such a relevant character still is that he doesn't have a lot of HP, but his attack and speed are insane. Plus, his position skill is still very good. Place on a trigger square for plus 1,000 to own attack, stacks during that turn only, and minus 700 to defense to attacked opponents, preventing them from switching places until the next turn again. So, guys, here we go. Let me picture this. Say I put him on the team, right? You could put Hit. You could put the first turn, those two, right? Block everybody. Say I don't give a fuck who they run. I don't care what their speed is at all either. So, put those two in. Do lock up the characters. Next turn, you put in the Big Bang Vegeta. You could either put him in the middle or bottom right. I might put him in the bottom right in this situation. Second, you could put in him and the Big Bang Vegeta on that right side. Nobody is surviving. It doesn't matter. You could put the Hit on that left side, or you could put the Hit on the top right side, and then put the Future Gohan on the left side, bottom left side, with the Hit protecting him. And then you could put the Big Bang Vegeta in the middle, depending on where you are blocking the characters, right? Depending on where you've stuck the characters the opponent put on the field. Or, say you didn't want to run a speed, I didn't mean to do that. Say you didn't want to run a speed-oriented team, you wanted to run more of a damage output team with the build I'm running. I'm not moving Future Gohan from the team because he's such a valuable unit. Say you wanted to run the Piccolo still. You still wanted to keep that Piccolo, but you wanted a little bit more of the damage boosting output because you just wanted to destroy people right off the bat as soon as you get that first. You get that, you stuck in the position. Run the Champa, because I know what you're thinking. The Champa is not that good of a... He's not that good. He's great, guys. Don't think that. He was on my top HP and my top attack unit list because of his position skill. Being able for units to take 30% more damage is so good. You have no idea, guys. So here we go. Watch this. This is what I was thinking. You put the Piccolo and the Sultry Swimmer 18 in. So Sultry Swimmer 18 might get taken out, but that's fine, guys. Be patient. So, and then next turn you put the Future Gohan bottom left. You put the Hit top left. So blocking the Future Gohan from getting attacked. Chances are he might not get taken out depending on who he puts there. And then the Champa goes in the middle, who has a lot of HP. He might not get taken out in one turn, but that turn is all you need because nobody's surviving this turn. You have the 30% damage buff from the Champa, and the Hit already is getting that 7,000 attack. So he's doing a metric ton of damage, guys. So, or you could go with the Godku. The Godku is really one of the best characters in the game still because of his just insane stats of damage outputting and that plus 5% he gives himself for damage output. But guys, that is the team overall. Honestly, if you didn't want to run that Sultry Swimwear 18, you could really run the Champa instead of the Sultry Swimmer 18 and just plan for like going second and then just taking some damage and giving damage back. But then you have to worry about the second turn after that because you're not going to have a lot of speed. Because like these two are your biggest speed units. Right there's 10,000 speed. You don't want one to get taken out, otherwise you're screwed for the rest of the match. So guys, that's going to do it for the video. I will be using this team in a video, guy. I will be using this team in a follow-up video in a player match. But let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what figures you want me to use again. Or let me know what figures you want me to do in another team building video like this. If you want me to build a team around Gogeta, any of these characters, or the movie boss characters. Let me know if you want me to build a team around Broly. I will, because Broly would actually be a very interesting character considering his damage output is insane. He really has no flaws besides his HP, but other than that, like, he really is a solid character overall. Like, the Golden Frieza, in my opinion, is still one of the most balanced characters, considering his HP is not a lot, but he is so tanky with that 3,000 defense, guys. But that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, as always. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces, everybody.